Caption Close New Canaan, Con. AP, the setting could not be more different, but David Wonegat says he applies some of the same skills from his 30-year police career to his new role as a school sentry. As he greeted children getting off the bus at West Elementary School one recent morning, he scanned their faces, ready to guide any who seem upset directly to the vice principal. And from his station at the entrance he sizes up all visitors asking to enter the building. "We would do anything we can to protect a child or a teacher," said Wonegat, a former detective in Norwalk. "We're not armed, but we do have experience dealing with violent people in the past, reading people's mannerisms, that kind of thing." In the aftermath of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting 5 years ago, districts have moved to bolster security, especially at elementary schools, which traditionally have not had police assigned to them like many high schools and middle schools. Many have hired retired officers, firefighters, and other responsible adults, an approach that's less expensive and potentially less intrusive than assigning sworn police, but one that also has raised questions about the consistency of training and standards. Nationally, there is a patchwork of state laws addressing requirements for school safety officers, and many leave it entirely up to local school boards. Some states, including Connecticut, have weighed legislation to impose standards for non-police security inside schools. In Danbury, Connecticut, which began posting security guards inside elementary schools after the Sandy Hook shooting, Mayor Mark Bowden pushed for state legislation that would have established standards and training for non-police security personnel. The bill ultimately did not pass. In the event of a crisis involving a response by multiple agencies, he said, it would be helpful to have common agreement on the role of private guards. "I still think it's a good idea," Bowden said. Even before the shooting, security officers who were once almost exclusively at high schools before becoming common at middle schools also had been turning up increasingly at elementary schools, according to Ronald Stevens, director of the National School Safety Center. "The responsible adult model has been in use for years," he said, but anecdotal evidence suggests it has been growing in popularity. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, the percentage of primary U.S. public schools with one or more security staffer present at least once a week rose slightly from 26.2% in the 2005 to 2006 school year to 28.6% in 2013 to 2014. In New Canaan, the school district contracted with a private company to set up the campus monitors soon after the Newtown school shooting on December 14, 2012. "Our lenses changed a bit on that day," Superintendent Brian Luisi said. The plan for the monitors initially ran into skepticism from some, including Steve Carl, a town councilor who questioned the cost and the intrusiveness, but he has come around to support the program. The monitors now report to the Board of Education, which also provides training.